Today's sponsor of the Vision Quest podcast is 920 Hat Company. Leather patch hats are in, and 920 Hat Company is here to hook you up with your very own custom hat. All patches are lasered on top-grade genuine leather and on popular brand hats like Richardson and FlexFit. Whether you're looking to show off your business or want a one-of-a-kind hat for yourself, 920 Hat Company can do it all. All the hats are handcrafted right in the Fox Valley, but worn across America. With over 500 hats in stock, they guarantee fast turnaround times. Honestly, Liam, looking at these hats, solid, right?
Yeah, they're pretty. I like them.
I like that patch itself.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, one-of-a-kind stuff. I know his name's Trevor. He does great work. He's actually gotten I think we got a knit hat coming.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, we got that coming. So we're really excited to have these guys on board as a sponsor. So get down to check them out on Facebook. I believe they're on Instagram. Check them out, man. They got the best hats, I think, in the Fox Valley, if not in the state.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So get down to 920 Hat Company on social media and check them out. All right, everybody, we are here again. We just sat down last night with a couple guys from the area here from Wisconsin, Teek Fenwick and Zach Pearson. But today is pretty special. I'm able to sit down and talk with. His name is Kristjan Press, and if you aren't familiar with who he is a coach from Estonia. He coaches Team Englas, if I pronounce that correct, right? Did I say that correct? Okay. Team Englas in Estonia in Tartu, correct? Yep. Yes. Okay. So I am familiar, number one, with you from before any of this, even before Liam came over there. I was familiar with Tallinn Open, and I'd seen a lot of what your athletes, and because we have a coach here in the U.S. that you are friends with, and you've actually been friends with for quite a while. We've had him on the show, Maja Casey at the Victory Training Center. So, Kristjan, with that being said, you are in wrestling. You have a team over there. You have a club over there. How has wrestling been for you? We kind of talked a little bit about the Russian portion and how close you are and exactly where you are. How has everything that's been going on affected athletics for you guys and just competing? Because you guys like to compete against the Russians, right?
Yes, we have been over. So we were part of Soviet Union quite many years.
Yeah.
Not by free will, but still
right.
part. So, yeah. In the early days, actually, some of Estonians, like one Estonian coach was the head coach of Soviet Union. So the Estonians in that time, like in Berlin Olympic Games, 36, Estonia was like by team fourth. Mm-hmm. So we had Kristjan Press, who is actually the only heavyweight who won Greco and freestyle.
Correct.
Olympics, yeah. So we have, I think we have 6 Olympic gold medals. Or even 8, or I don't remember. So quite a lot. So
yeah,
and even before that we had the longest wrestling match, 11 hours and 42 minutes.
Whoa!
It's Estonian actually, and I have a wrestler in my club. Actually, he's been many times over. His grandfather, Martin Klein.
Okay,
it was Stockholm Olympic Games. So Martin Klein, he wrestled 11 hours and 42. He got silver medal because at the finals, the doctors didn't allow to wrestle him next day. So he's Max's grandfather.
Okay, yeah. And Liam, I think Liam's met him as far as coming over there and wrestling with you guys. So the person you did mention before that, Kristjan, what was his last name? He is the namesake of the Tallinn Open, correct?
Yes, we have Kristjan Palusalu Senior. We have like Tallinn Open is now a little bit changed. They stuck with a little bit more with the Tallinn Open name. Okay. So we have Kristjan Palusalu Youth Tournament as well.
Okay,
it's not so big, but so Russian border, right?
Yeah,
I'm at my country house.
Yeah, I love that place. You got a sauna out there. I mean, that looks like my kind of spot right there. So explain kind of where you are a little bit right now. You said you're right. How far away from the border?
Pretty close to Russian border.
Okay.
So should I tell about Maja joke?
Yes. Tell about Maja joke. That was hilarious. People got to hear that one.
It was like actually, I think it was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Not last month. Yeah, 2 years ago, and the war just started.
Yep.
And Maja was already worried. He was with his brother here.
Yeah, Liam was there. I think that was the year Liam was with you guys.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think, yeah. But in my country house, at my country house was only Maja and his brother.
Yep.
So I think Maja was sleeping in my. So I have many buildings here. It's like 5th generation for us.
Yeah.
Or 60. My boys are the 6th.
That's
so we
cool.
have like 10 buildings over here, and I'm building more and more. So Maja came up. I think it was 6:30 in the morning or something.
Yeah.
And he was saying, "Kristjan, I think the war started." I said, "What? Let's go outside." And I hear some noise, like it was like banging a little bit.
Yeah.
So, and I watched Maja, and I think I started to smile. Because and I told Maja, it's not the war, it's railway station. They changed the wagons, and then it started.
Yeah, smashing together.
Yeah, and he was okay.
Yeah, he's your watchdog, man. He's paying attention.
Yeah, it's really close.
Yeah.
So historically, this like Estonians, most of Estonians, like historic are Lutheran, like Protestants, but this region is Orthodox.
Yeah.
So my grandparents were like Greek Orthodox. So the Russians are the same. So
yeah,
the border of the civilization is here.
That's crazy. And so I what's that?
But we don't go before we went to, like competitions time to time, like once or twice a year. Sometimes we went over there, but now all the connection is done. We went to Belarus. I have really good friends there.
Yeah.
So we went over there as well, but these days, no.
So with that going on, and as far as I know, obviously there's still things going on as far as any kind of battling, and it's in very strategic areas. But has that really affected? I mean, any of those teams that have come to you guys? I mean, has that affected any of the, let's say, youth? I mean, not even just adults, but the youth kids that would they ever come over and train with you guys? Has that affected any of that at all?
Not anymore.
Okay, but they did.
But they did, like Tallinn Open. I think there was from Belarus and Russia. It was 500 wrestlers.
Okay, wow. Okay, but, not so much anymore.
Not anymore.
Okay,
zero.
They just flat out none. Okay, well, I mean the times are.
Estonians don't allow right. They don't give visas, anything. So no, zero.
Okay, all right. I understood. So let's talk a little bit about you. Let's see where. So I know I read some information about you, but it really only dove into your sports side, right? So 1979, you're born, right?
79. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Wow, you can't even remember. Same year I was born.
I don't care about birthdays and my age.
Yeah, not anymore. No. What month are you born in?
May.
Oh man,
I remember.
Same as Liam, same as my wife, same as everything else in my house. But I was the winter baby. I was born in January. So you're born, okay? And I know over there things are obviously a little different when it comes to athletics and things as far as when you guys decide or how you decide. Like over here, it's wide open. There's tons and tons of things that kids could join. Whereas by you guys, it's not tons and tons of things, right? I mean, you guys have certain sports or things that you can choose, like as far as I remember how it goes, you guys could, pick to, go work somewhere, do it. But if you go to school, you can pick a sport. How did that all get into your life? When did you start kind of being in sports?
With me, but it was easy.
It was easy.
My father is coach and I went to wrestling.
That's it.
That's it.
You didn't have a frame of mind where you wanted to do something different? Like you're like, I don't know if I want to do that. You were in it to right away?
No, first of all, I don't believe that. I think the parents will put you where you are.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say example how we are thinking about our boys.
Yeah.
Like I have 3 sons and 1 daughter.
Yep.
So about the boys. Yes, you can change the sport.
Okay.
The core. Actually, they are doing a couple of sports. My oldest is doing karate as well and basketball at school. And my young middle guy is going a little bit boxing, but without like face punching or just it's like that.
Okay.
So yeah, they can leave wrestling, but they have to find harder sport. Actually, I think there is no harder, but you can't give the wrestling to easier way. So we decided that we're gonna push in that direction.
Okay.
If he wants to go some easier, like let's say I wanna, I don't know what.
Yeah.
Like I wanna play,
whatever.
I wanna play football.
Yeah.
It's easier than wrestling,
Yeah.
in my opinion. Like it's a joke, but for wrestlers, the football, not American football, but soccer.
Yeah.
So the soccer is warm up.
Mm-hmm.
So for wrestlers, soccer is a warm up.
Yeah.
So then you have to, then you're gonna go. So we decided like this, and I think I was 13 or something when I played the football as soccer.
Okay. Yeah.
Some like half year, but
yeah.
I don't know.
You just
there wasn't like that I wanna leave. Maybe I didn't train so much in some time.
Yeah.
There wasn't like I went to Kung Fu.
Okay. All right.
Chinese guy was over here, and I went to Kung Fu.
Kung Fu. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Wow.
Or Wushu or whatever.
Yeah.
So it was interesting. So
you guys are given options. I mean, obviously it's not you're not all parents are just like you're doing this kind of thing. So you guys are allowed to choose.
You are allowed to choose, but I don't know. In the end, you're not gonna do anything then.
Yeah.
You jump here, and I think all, like let's say 7 till 10 years.
Yeah.
Every kid should wrestle, because there is acrobatic. You go through some experience, like faster way in life. You're gonna have some same troubles.
Yes.
But in wrestling, you're gonna go it through earlier. And like some of the boys are saying to me that it's easier to go even at school to exams, because in wrestling you also have that kind of same nervous moment.
Yep.
Before every match, so it's easier to handle. And
okay.
If you're a little bit older, you need to know what you're eating, otherwise you're gonna go up in the weight.
Yep.
So all the healthy stuff is there. I don't like water dropping weight cuts.
Yeah. Yep.
At a younger age, but if you start to eat healthy, you're gonna get your normal weight class anyway. Correct.
And you know, it's funny you mention that, because I learned a lot about my body with that, as far as I think I dropped like 50, 60 pounds, but it was cutting portions. It was cutting certain things out. Not drinking soda. That's one of them. Is that big over by you guys? Is soda big over by you guys?
I think our body fat is still lower than United States, but younger generation, they have Maja keep saying that he's feeling totally home here.
Yeah,
like it's not so many things different. Language is different.
Yeah,
Estonians are maybe more shy or into themselves, and a little bit like this.
Yeah,
and not so
reserved.
Not everyone smiling at you.
Yep.
And somebody asking you how you doing, he actually means
right.
Like, how are you doing?
Yes, correct. So, it's not fake.
And the crazy thing is that somebody will answer you and may speak you.
What?
May so very, how are you doing? I that morning. Not like, how are you doing? And
yeah.
Oh, wait, I'll tell you now.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you. You asked me.
How I'm doing.
That's awesome. Well, Liam had a really good time over there. I mean, Liam is actually, he's really considering going over for school, much like Maja's son is going to come over. Okay. He really likes it, you know, and so that kind of intrigues me a little bit more about growing up, you know, coming up around there. You guys are technological. It's not like you guys live in the Stone Age. You guys are technologically advanced in that in Estonia. You guys have.
Maja is that we are more
advanced. Correct. In that, so because, and I think because it sounds like just talking to you a little bit, that you guys are a lot more open-minded. You guys are a little more, I wouldn't say that you're just accepting of everything, but you guys are at least open-minded to discuss things and allow thoughts into your head that other people here will just automatically shut off. not even listen to you. And again, a lot of people around the world are all the same as far as mentalities and the way that they think, but it just seems like there's a little bit more of an open mentality over there as far as things go, just in general, life in general. So when, like you just said, around here, you would ask someone, "Oh, how are you doing?" "Oh, see you later." You know, "Good, I'm good." Whereas people will actually engage in a conversation with you. Now, I'm a little withdrawn myself over here. If someone asks me how I'm doing, I might be like, "I'm fine. I'm just good. See you later. Got to go. I got to get out of here." But if I were actually encountered by someone there and they said, "Hey, how are you doing?" I'm gonna be like, "I'm pretty good." You know, and they're like, "Oh, that's good. I'm doing good." If they want to continue it, I'll continue it. Whereas not everybody here would do that. They're like, "Wow, you don't even know me."
But in English, in English, actually, how much you actually mean? You sometimes say it as a hi as well.
Yeah.
And you go
Passing by. Yeah.
Sometimes it's something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know how open-minded the grass is always greener on the other side. So it maybe I like I lived actually in 2001 or something. I lived in Cincinnati.
Yeah. Yep. I saw that, the Cincinnati Wrestling Club.
Yeah, it was in Moeller High School.
Okay. So
Archbishop Moeller or something. Yeah, it was after 18. I was in Germany Bundesliga.
Yep.
For one season. Then I was in Sweden, and then with my friend, we were in Sweden, and we didn't want to go. We didn't want to go next year to Sweden, so we were watching some American movie, and I said, "Let's go to States." So we actually didn't know where we're going, what we are doing. And, we landed in Chicago and started to. We had one phone number. So, we hope that he's gonna. We hope that somebody gonna meet us, and they meeted us, and we worked hard a little bit and learned a little bit language and did some wrestling, and
right on.
So that was our American experience. After that, but in the end, like 3 months before leaving, I already counted the days I wanted to go home,
get back.
Although I like States, United.
Yeah, and I'm not tearing down America compared to everybody else, but
I always say that my second favorite country is United States. If I had to leave away, like go away from here in some crazy reason, I don't know why. War, because of the war, I wouldn't go.
Yeah,
because I would stay here, but some crazy, I would gladly live in States as well.
Yeah, and so again, like I said, it's not that America's terrible. It's just a cultures as far as just a living state of mind and frame of mind kind of thing, where you guys don't have, we're fast food constantly. And I know you guys have McDonald's over there, and I know you guys have the same. It's not, again, you guys don't live under a rock, but it seems like it's a little more evenly paced. Where here it's like we're constantly trying to go and trying to go to the next thing, whereas you guys seem to be a little more, to me, just from listening to Liam, you guys seemed a little more grounded in where you are.
Yeah, but the United States is also a bigger country, so the voices are also stronger.
Sure.
So
yeah,
let's example.
Yeah,
there was some crazy politician in Russia. He died now.
Yeah,
but he was keeping that. Let's nuke the West and take the Latvian and Estonians back and so on. And everybody's saying, "Oh no, he's not never gonna get at the power."
Yeah.
But if you look how much votes he got from Russian people, it was like 10 to 15 million.
Whoa!
And you think that over the border there is a guy. And there are people, 15 million. It's more than all Baltic states together.
Yeah.
And add even Finland.
Whoa.
And it's more people over there who would gladly take that.
Just eliminate it.
Like smash us totally. So then you think, okay, it's the crowd numbers are important as well. So I think main numbers of Americans are totally normal.
Yeah.
But still, you have so many people that maybe 100,000 seems like really big. But overall, it's minority.
Yeah.
So.
I think the loud ones get the micro.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the problem is a lot of the loud ones get the microphone and then they're on social media and they're the only ones you hear and they drown out all the good stuff. So I agree.
Extremes.
What's that?
Extreme.
Oh, big time.
Extreme.
Big time.
Yeah.
Can I tell you, I am not here or here. I'm like right here. This is kind of trying to shut out all the noise.
Yeah. And it's boring here.
Yeah.
That's why.
That's right. That's right.
It's boring.
Okay. All right. So let's talk a little bit you as a kid and competing. When you started, you obviously going through school, and what was it like, kind of school and sports for you guys? What's that balance? Is everybody kind of hears a different story about how kids go to school and then sports. So what was the school sports balance for you guys as kids over there?
We don't have school sport as in United States. We have, in Soviet time it was sports schools. Now are the mostly sports clubs.
Okay.
So we don't have as a school sport.
Okay.
We don't have that system.
Like we're in Kakana, we have the Kakana Ghosts. You guys didn't have a Kakana, like in Estonia Ghosts. You just had a club to go to.
These days.
Yes.
Before it was like sports school, many like a school, but for the sport.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I don't understand. Like these are.
It's all old.
I can say right now it's like a club.
Yep.
And you go to school. After that, some like parents are putting you some trainings.
Okay.
Like to some club, you play soccer, you wrestle.
Yeah.
You light athletics, whatever.
Okay.
So that's system nowadays. It's not connected to school.
Okay. So what did you go through?
What do you mean? I went to wrestling at. I think I was already 4 or 5 when I went with my dad to wrestling training.
Oh.
When I saw and stuff like that.
Okay.
But usually it was like 7, 8 years old boys are coming to training and training. We have like a kindergarten or the really beginner group.
Yep.
Right now we take in from 5 years old. So yeah. But
okay.
It works like that. We have competitions. Those days we didn't have so many. Right now you can compete basically every weekend.
Wow.
If you do the freestyle and Greco, you can compete. But you don't need to compete so much.
Sure.
But you have a possibility.
And that's something you guys push a lot. You guys push more of the training aspect as far as
me personally think training is important in that age, and acrobatic part is important, and so
we're going to talk about that.
Not so much competing, but if they want, it's like I don't push that part.
So you said you remember 4 or 5 years old as far as yourself being, as far as starting with your dad, because your dad was in wrestling, but your memory is 4 or 5 years old is school/wrestling, right?
Some extreme moments maybe I remember. Yeah. I think I was 7.
Okay.
And one guy turned. I did arm spin or something. I don't.
Yeah.
I think it was my favorite that time.
Yeah.
So I think, and I was holding him like wanted to pin him, and he turned to the other way, and he not to the correct way, and he went to sleep.
Oh yeah,
that
he caught his artery right there.
I was thinking, oh no, I killed the person.
Yeah, right.
That I remember. I think I was 7 or something.
Okay. So how was that? Was it, because I guess to me it just seems like it might be a little different. How was your support system with your parents as far as growing up and being in sports and doing what you were doing? Were they obviously they put you in it, so they were supporting it, but what? Was your dad the only one there? How did that work out? How did the dynamic of your parents, how did the balance of your parents? Was your dad the only one involved in your sports and like mom was only concerned about other things? How did that work out?
Yeah, mom is more worried about the studying part. And so he didn't. So when we were at the States, and what I really liked when we went to competition, I saw even grandparents to come and see competition.
Yeah.
In Estonia, it's not like that.
Really?
So yeah, it's not like that.
Okay.
Even the parents, it's more like there are some parents, but
Yeah.
It's not like everybody's coming and it's like the huge deal.
Okay.
It's more like I don't know. I like the American way better. It's cool when your parents are around there and grandparents.
Yeah.
And everybody is understanding and yelling. And, the vibe is cool.
Right. So it's very, very kind of, I guess, lack of a better term, segregated, but it's very team, coach, and athlete where you guys are.
Yeah, it's more like the coach and the kids.
Okay,
it's more like that.
Okay, and I mean, everything works for a reason, and obviously everything's done for a reason. But when you were growing up and going through the sports, were you finding a struggle of whether or not you wanted to even be in school? You wanted to just compete or train, or was that something that was always kind of ingrained in you guys that the education was just as important as the sports?
In Estonia, the studying is number one. There is.
Well, it's good to see that doesn't change.
That there is not even a question.
Good.
Like for basically every parent.
Yeah.
We had one foreign coach into sometimes here, and he was saying 2 points. He was from the east.
Yeah.
So he was saying, well, you should drop the university or the high school and concentrate on the training.
Yeah.
The parents were like, what? What are you saying? Are you crazy? What kind of coach is that? So there is
Tell them not to go to school. That's great. Yeah. So you hear that.
Estonians are a very small nation. And we and the studying part and learn the languages, and that part is in most of the families it's very important.
Okay, good.
So that reason they are not equal.
Yeah,
like sport and school isn't
not even school, not even in sports.
Yeah, they are not even in the same page.
Oh, that's good to hear. I mean, and obviously because we don't get to go there. Not everybody gets to go there. We don't know, exactly how everything is. And again,
I think in Estonia it's even like especially Estonia was in PISA test. Like it's all over the world. It's done by, all over. I think 2 years ago Estonia was number one in the world.
In what?
It's usually Finns and China. It's a PISA test, ninth class or.
You're talking about a test?
Yeah, it's all over the world.
Gotcha. I don't know what that's called though.
So Estonia is usually top 5.
Okay.
Sometimes a couple of years ago it was number 1.
Nice.
So it's very
okay.
Yeah, it's thing is very
very
important.
We're talking about some of the technological advances that you guys have around too. So it's not, again, you guys aren't living in the dark ages. You guys have,
but it's easier to handle because the population is very small, 1.3 million. So it's easier to do everything.
Which even sounds even more like a country I want to live in because there's so few people.
We have a lot of forests.
Yes, thank you. I need that.
Yeah, we have like I think 60% of the land is covered
in forest. I love that. That's the best. And I've seen little pictures again of your area, of your spot, and it's like, so you have a roundhouse. Is that a roundhouse you have? It's got a dome.
Roundhouse is actually a greenhouse. The dome is actually a greenhouse.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's actually a greenhouse. But I built it. I didn't watch at first. I knew how big I wanted to buy like how much land or space I wanted.
Yep. How big?
I didn't know how far.
How tall? Yeah.
And in the end, it was so tall.
It is tall. It is tall.
But it's cool. Cool right now.
I love it. I love that spot you have.
The construction is my hobby.
So you're talking about you're constantly adding buildings on, so it only makes sense that that's something that you would just continue on with. But so when you started competing as a kid, what was the first memorable thing that you have other than choking a kid out? What is the first memorable thing that you have?
Second memorable, somebody wanted to choke out me. so it was really painful.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He was a couple of years older of me, and he got my hand, and we were standing. So, and it was in Greco, and I don't know how, and I was tucking under and throwing him right away.
Okay, yeah.
Right away, and it was 5-point move, and he got me again, and I did it second time, and then I like overwhelmingly like 15 points.
Oh yeah.
I got it in the end, and in that time, Kristjan Press lived.
Okay, he was still alive.
My father knew him, and he was like the honor guest in that competition.
Okay,
and he told that if so young, such kind of throws are coming, that it seems like something is coming out over here or something.
Yeah.
So I think that about the
that's pretty cool.
Stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, those two things I remember. So I think it was something 7 until 9.
Okay.
But in some years I don't remember much.
Okay.
Like teenager time, I don't remember much. Those days I don't remember much.
A lot of people say that about their 20s here. They kind of blend in with each other because that's when they start drinking and partying, and they're like, man, my 20s were a blur. I can't remember any of them. It's like, well, we know why. But as a kid, how did you not remember those?
I don't remember. It was more. It was. Yes, I trained, but my competition part, it was too easy for me as well. Until 14, I think it was too easy. I went competition to competition. I like won everybody.
Yeah.
And I think in that time, I should have go outside maybe to get that somebody would kick my ass.
Yeah.
But the possibilities weren't, because Estonia just got the independence.
Okay.
Economic part wasn't so easy.
Sure.
So we went a couple of times to Finland, but it wasn't like.
Okay.
It wasn't.
Yeah. That makes sense.
And the main focus wasn't there, like at the wrestling. As I told you, I went to football sometime and to kung fu and fooling around a little bit.
Kung fu, interesting. I see you as a ninja. I could see you being a ninja. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, I had all the swords, and I did
throwing stars and holy cow.
Yeah, ninjakus and
So I could see you breaking into someone's property and building them a building at night as like a ninja, that kind of ninja, breaking in.
I was I was thinking, I was spying.
So when does it all fire back up into your head then? You like high school time? Is that when you start really remembering a lot of the competition? You guys don't have a high school.
I think I started to remember when I was in Germany, maybe more.
Okay.
Like when I was 15 or something like that.
Yeah.
But I didn't compete that time so much. I was more like training guy.
Okay.
Like we didn't compete so much.
No.
But the training part I remember more. Like when in Sweden, I lost to when I came back from Germany. So the guy with who I was in Sweden, he was my biggest rival as well.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
Okay.
But we were in the same class, and we get along. Only at the wrestling match, like the eyes were like that, and like blood came out. But otherwise, we get along really good. So I remember that before we went to Sweden, I lost him. First time I lost him.
Okay.
Before younger age, I won him easily.
Yeah.
So and then first time I lost him, and it was I think I lost him with a 0. So I was a little bit thinking that if we train together here.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna catch him up. So I started to go we lived in the same apartment but different rooms.
Okay. Yep.
So we were in Sweden, we were like training partners for Swedish guys. We get paid for that and apartment and everything.
Yeah.
We did some little work, but mainly we trained. and we were sparring partners and coached younger guys. And
yeah.
So I started to go out 5:30 and went back to bed that he wouldn't know. But after 1 month, he noticed something was wrong, and he started to go. He understood. I want to catch him.
That's right. Yeah.
So he started to went out, but it helped me so much that next time I lost him, like not 6-0 or 7-0, but I think it was quite close 3-1 or something like that.
Yeah.
But still, I lost him in that time. I lost him 4 or 5 times in a row, or 4 times in a row. Then I started to win, lose, and in the end, I like when we were already 20 something.
Yeah.
Then last 2 times I won him. But we had like rivalry in Estonia. Like,
yeah.
We had like. Yeah.
Well, you were on the Estonian national team, so I mean, you were. I mean, you did pretty well for yourself as far as competing. I mean, it's not to say you were the greatest, but you did pretty well. I mean, I even talk about guys here that just get to a Division I NCAA school. Like, to me, that's a big deal. Just getting there, right? A lot of work, a lot of hard work was put in. It's not that it was it was more like the things that you've done paid off, kind of thing. So all the work that you put in kind of paid off type situation. To me, making a national team, there's a lot of hard work and that pays off. Might be a little different for you guys over there, but to me, I put a lot of weight on the progress. Like you were just mentioning, you were losing to the guy a lot, not scoring no points, right? I mean, a couple times, no score, no points. Now all of a sudden you come back and now you're scoring a point. He's scoring less, right? So to me, that's big progress. And to me, that shows the mentality of grinding through and getting and not allowing those losses to get into your head and stay in your head. You remember them. You got to use them, right? Use them as motivation to get back and go back to work because, man, I got to fix this. But knowing that you make a national team and the things that you were able to accomplish, the hard work you put in, that's kind of the thing that I really focus on. It's not hey, I'm the greatest in the world. It's you put hard work in, you did what you put the training in, you put the work in, you put the mental side of it in. And to me, that speaks a lot about an athlete. Not so much about bragging, really. It's more about recognizing the hard work.
So there are many levels of how I would answer that. First thing, what I would say, that in Estonia, wrestling results are so high. Like Olympic champion, we are the most successful sport in Estonia. So all those, we have so many bronze medalists, Europe, and those wrestlers who couldn't go through Soviet Union. Many of those would be Olympic medalists and so on.
Yeah.
Even these days, I think by population, by per capita, like by person, if you count like, so I think we are after the Swedish and Finns, the third or fourth nation.
Okay. Per capita.
So the success isn't measured by national team, but measured by the results outside.
Okay.
That's one thing. The second thing is how I wanted to answer that. So my personal thing, I was getting there actually, and I did get really bad injury.
Okay.
So I dropped the wrestling. So I had like I was 26, I think.
Yeah.
I was in really good. I wrestled with the Olympic and World Championship champion guys, really tight, and Olympic qualification. I won the first round, and I was leading against the Iranian guy.
Okay.
Like 15 seconds before. And he did reverse cut.
Oh yeah, yep.
And he was doing it a little bit differently, and I didn't know how to. And I was leading 5-1 or 6-1.
Yeah.
And I lost with 1 point.
Oof.
He won the next one easily and went to Olympics. So that's one thing. And in the overall, if I think back of my career and stuff, everything was leading me to be a coach. And why is so Englas that time, it's Englas like wasn't there, but the group was still there.
Okay.
Like at first it was the other name.
Mm-hmm.
So the club wasn't very big, and basically I had very good only one really good sparring partner.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to. He was a little bit heavier than me, but he was younger. But we trained all the time together, like 10 years. We trained together.
Wow.
So the thing was, I wanted to win. I was really aggressive and like I wanted to win.
Mm-hmm.
So I invented some combination or learned some new moves or invented some new combination.
Yeah.
Or even some moves.
Yeah.
So, and after 2 weeks, he learned how to defend it, and I couldn't do it again.
Yeah.
So I go to the next one, and next one, and next one. So as a wrestler, I think it was bad because I could stuck with those moves.
Yeah.
And do it on the competition, but somehow I didn't realize in that time. So I went to the competition and tried to do the last one.
Oh.
What came out. So in that time, I learned a lot of new stuff. And the understanding of the wrestling is like I can see really quickly what's going on at the wrestling.
Yeah.
And I can say that your leg wasn't there and something and quickly. I understand. That's why I understand, because I learned those.
Yeah.
So many different things. But I didn't get my favorite move, like a king move. I didn't, because I changed it all the time.
Yeah.
So it's like my faith, it seems like my faith went all the time to that direction to be as a coach. And on that road, I had also, my father was a good coach. Like the fundamentals was very, very, very strong, and physical part was really strong.
Yeah.
But I had Valeri Nikitin as my coach, and one older guy, Meinhard Englas, was my coach. So they were like technical part and how to understand and why does it work.
Yeah.
It not only why does it work? Why does that work?
Mm-hmm.
That's most important. So it seems to me that those people think like I didn't have such coach ever who was like with the stopper. Let's go 6 minutes. Blah, 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 blah.
Okay. Yep.
We always discuss why does it work.
Okay.
So why that doesn't work? What's gonna happen? A lot of thinking.
Yeah.
A lot of thinking. But so maybe in some point I should have as a wrestler such kind of coach as well, who is running this clock all the time.
Yeah.
But I didn't have. So I was environment. It was schooling it was schooling to me to be a coach.
Yeah.
So that's my thought about my career.
Yeah. It really was leading you just to be in the coaching aspect of it.
If you think in that point, I was thinking that why I did cut that. So it was so bad that my right body part, but I couldn't.
Oh.
Those
yeah.
Fingers.
So you got a neck injury bad enough that it just affected one whole side of your arm. Okay.
Nerve was really bad.
Yeah.
Really bad. It already started to go into my leg.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that I can't go. I couldn't lift 10 kilograms. So it's
But you got your first coaching experience was in Sweden in 1999, right?
I think you may say that, we were leading more the training.
Okay.
We weren't like coach.
You're like clinicians, or kind of, you guys were there just to.
Yeah, we were showing. We didn't like put together like today we're gonna do.
Sure. Yeah.
We weren't like that.
So then because I'm reading part of your bio here, and then it says started coaching in Estonia as a volunteer in 2004, then full-time coaching in 2016. So you had quite a stretch there as a volunteer, but I would assume that you were a little more involved.
I was helping out my father.
Yes.
In that time, 2000. Yeah, like smaller kids and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But right now I'm U15 and U17 Estonian national coach as well. So
nice.
Right now I have many. I've been already 4 or 5 years, I think. 4 years.
Yeah. So what do you draw from coaching? What do you take from coaching now that you've been in it for so long? What are your goals as a coach? I know you want to make kids better. Don't get me wrong. And you want to make sure that these athletes are training well and the kids are doing well in life and things like that. But as a coach, what is your main goal as a coach over there? Because everybody's got their own things. They have their own things that they want to fulfill. What are some of the things that you'd like to fulfill as a coach in your time in Estonia?
As an Estonian coach.
Yeah.
So we for a small nation we have quite many clubs.
Yeah.
But the level of coaches is different. Some are doing it as a hobby and stuff like that. So what I started to do is, first of all, I started to invite some older wrestlers, like real old wrestlers.
Yeah.
That they started to show techniques that our school of wrestling wouldn't get lost.
Okay.
That's one of the things. But overall, if I do the camps and stuff like that, preparing and showing the boys what it's gonna be, a little bit taste what it takes to be a high performer,
high level. Yeah.
So how like I started doing, like before me it wasn't like so common to even look under the under the cadets. It was like they need to grow and so on. But I started doing that, and I have Valeri, who is coming all the time from Sweden.
Okay.
He was Olympic 4th place and Europe 3rd and Soviet Union 3rd. And he's my, like, he helped me understand wrestling quite more.
Okay. Yeah.
So I invite him all the time to our technical camps and to show how it was funny. I did some clinics in MMA camp.
Yeah.
And started to teach techniques, and those people didn't understand wrestling like
at all.
What's going on actually. So one guy came to me, and he's really a smart guy, and he said, "Wow, wrestling has real techniques." I was thinking that it's how I translate it. I was thinking that it's struggling on instincts.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
For outside people, they don't maybe even understand that everything is technique.
Yeah.
How you grab the inside or outside and what it's take and so on. So it's crazy precise.
Yeah. It's not just going out in the barnyard and wrestling a pig. You actually have things you got to accomplish.
So, and that's made me thought that, wow, and how deep you can go with the wrestling. So this is my, so I think
mission
that until that's my mission.
Yeah.
And I think until 15, you can put a lot of technique inside.
Yeah.
And after that, maybe 16, 17, it starts to depend of the person himself, how much he's willing to grind.
Yes.
So until that time, coach can help him, like the technical part, more easily.
Yeah.
But the results later on, it's more like how much you can grind.
It's on them.
It also important how good level you are in technical, where you start to build that physical and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But it's hard to. My English isn't so good that to
it's okay.
That the total idea of mine.
Yeah.
In short. As well.
So what because I can equate to what you're explaining. So Liam, for example, he's been, and I've been pushing him. I pushed him a little bit too much when he was younger, but it wasn't crazy where he wanted to quit or anything like that. But he was starting to realize that of what he wanted to get out of it himself, but he didn't know. He was still a kid. Now he's 15. And like you were saying, now it's time for them to take it on their own. It's time for them to make it their own thing. It's time for them to be able to get up and realize that I don't want to do jumping jacks or I don't want to do push-ups, but they have to do it because it's a part of what it takes to be at that high level, you know, or I don't want to go to the extra lift today to lift weights with my team because I'd rather go swimming. But that kid that wants to grind and goes to that weightlifting is the one that's going to succeed a little bit more because he's putting the time in. So
swimming before the competition makes you, I think it makes you slower.
We have right. And this is not competitive. This is sitting around a pool with a bunch of girls at the public pool and stuff like that around here. This isn't guys trying to get beefcaked or trying to blow their lungs out by exercising. They're just hanging out being lazy. But on the other hand, the guy that's going to the weight room, the guy who's doing the work in the dark, that's the guy that's going to succeed because he's now pushing himself to that point. Maybe. That's his goal. Yeah. That's his goal.
So, but in one moment, I think they have to sit down and think, why the heck should I be world champion? There in the world, there are so many wrestlers.
Yes.
What makes me so special?
Yep.
What do I do so special that what makes me world champion?
Yep.
So that's the moment when you need to, or you can put your goals into closer. Yeah. I want to beat that neighbor guy.
Yeah. Right.
What should I do?
Right.
So some goals, but and one other thing, what I keep telling like teenage guys, whatever you do, think how if your goal is to get some success in wrestling. Mm-hmm. If it is, maybe you just talk like, I want, but the real goal. If that goal is, and you let's say you stay up at night until 2 o'clock.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Does it help you or not?
Yeah.
If it doesn't help, don't sit so late. If you sit and eat hamburger, does it help or no?
Yeah. Yep.
No, it doesn't help.
Nope. Don't do it.
So put everywhere put the tag or price tag.
Mm-hmm.
Does it help or not?
Yeah.
If it doesn't help, don't do it.
It's easy to say the do. It's hard to say the don't do.
Yeah, that's the thing. You have to be a little bit
tunnel
in
vision.
The corridor.
Yeah, tunnel vision.
The walls should be.
That's right.
Or the horse race. You can't look at this.
Yeah, you can't look. That's right. You got your blinders on.
Stay here.
That's right. So with that, what's that? Go ahead.
Yeah, that's why I think the Olympic and world champions are a little bit different people.
Yeah.
So if you want, so these days there is internet and everybody can be different for 50 minutes, whatever stupid things they do.
That's right. Yeah. You could have your 15 minutes of fame.
Fame only for 5 or 50 minutes. So later on,
not so much. So with your coaching career and now the things that you're doing with Team Englas, I'm pretty sure I heard that you guys are either the top or one of the top teams in Estonia as far as clubs, right?
We are top 3 all the time.
Yep, and that's good. I mean, you guys have the knowledge.
Different age groups, different places. Overall, we are, we haven't won because I don't have so many senior guys, so we don't get points. So we have it's counted like this, that Greco and freestyle separately, and we have age groups.
Yep.
Some age groups we win, sometimes we are second in some groups, but we don't have so many senior guys. So we are losing so many points in senior age group. So we haven't won. We have been second and third, and But overall, we are stable.
Nice.
Top 3.
Good. And that's, you guys have a lot of knowledge in the club. You guys have a lot of dedication, things that you do, things that you put forward to the kids. What is Team Englas going to be doing next? What do you guys have? Obviously you're practicing, and you guys do MMA there.
Yeah, it's my friend.
Okay.
We added MMA. I don't know, 4 years ago.
Okay. I didn't realize that.
My friend, he's an old wrestler.
Yeah.
So he was himself pretty close to UFC. I think a couple of matches more, but he started his family, and he left MMA as a competitor, and he started. And we are like we how you say, we do it under the one name. Englas. Englas name actually is after one wrestler, August Englas.
Okay.
He was 2-time world champion in freestyle one and in Greco one.
Nice.
So actually, he was still living. My father asked permission to use his name, and so
you said okay. Nice.
So actually, it's a name.
Yeah, it's someone's name. Okay, so even more, because we hear a lot of this stuff, and we don't know these things, but that's good to know. So,
next thing for us is my person, I'm gonna go to U15 European Championships.
Oh,
then
nice.
I come back at night, and in the morning we start camp. We're gonna start camp. It's gonna last 11 days. Then we have a little rest. Then I'm gonna go to U17 World Championships.
Yep.
And then we're gonna go to U20 World Championships, and next day we're gonna come to United States.
That's right. And you were coming over to visit with Maja, and but you guys gonna go to stop at a couple other places while you're here as well?
Yeah, we most likely. Today I'm gonna buy tickets. Then I'm gonna know how exactly.
Yeah.
But we are planning to come 22nd August, and in Wisconsin I think we're gonna be like, I don't remember. Like first couple of days we probably gonna be in LA.
Okay.
Then we are planning to go.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. You said you're gonna be out there.
Then we're there a couple of days, and then to come Wisconsin.
Okay.
To camping there as well.
Yeah, with Victory. So now, how many years have you been doing this with Maja, where you guys you bring kids here and vice versa? Because Liam's been over there with you guys, and it's been with Maja. Mm-hmm. So how many years have you guys been bouncing back and forth?
So COVID years we didn't do, but I think we've been over there 4 times or 5 times.
Nice, nice. Great relationship you guys have built. I think it's awesome what you guys are able to do as teams together, coming from so far away and joining together, doing these camps, bringing your kids here, getting them the exposure as well. Mm-hmm. I think is awesome, because Liam having the exposure over there was fantastic. I don't know if you saw, but when he was in Estonia, before he left, it looked like Estonia threw up all over him because he bought a jacket, a hat, some pants, some shoes. I'd be surprised if there wasn't underwear and socks involved in that whole purchase. But we noticed, because here's how we noticed it. We noticed he was young. He's never had like a debit card with him or anything like that. So we noticed he was doing really well with his spending. We're like, holy cow, he's got a lot of money left over yet. He hasn't been buying donuts and Fanta and all that other stuff. And then all of a sudden, it was the next day we noticed like almost all of it was gone. And then we saw this picture on Facebook of him wearing all this Estonia stuff. So he had a great time. He loved the family he was with. I know he loved wrestling with Artur. That was Artur. Yes, Artur. Yes, correct. He loved wrestling with him. He's like, I gotta get back there and wrestle him. He goes, I think I can beat him now. I was like, I doubt it. I don't think you're gonna beat him. But he had a good time, and I think it's great that you guys are bringing these guys here as well. I know. Excuse me. I'm gonna. Liam knows about you guys coming. I'm sure we're gonna be getting him out there, so that way when you guys are here, he can see the guys again. And I don't know if you're bringing some of the same guys he saw, but we appreciate what you do. We appreciate the
some guys I think he has seen. Artur is coming as well.
Is he? Okay, well then Liam will have his chance for redemption, I guess, of wrestling with Artur if he wants to get out there. But it's really cool what you guys are doing, bridging a gap across nations like that, and bringing these kids together through sports. And I will, if you guys have anything going on that's special, especially coming over here, we'll make sure we pay attention and get it shared, so that way we can get other kids to be able to get the exposure to come and wrestle some of these kids from Estonia. I think it's important. I did it. I played soccer. So I played soccer from 4 years old till I was in my 20s, right? And that was...
So you did the warm-up all the time?
All the time. I was always doing a wrestling warm-up. Forever. Yeah, forever. So I wrestled, but up until like my junior year of high school here, and I stopped because I wasn't good. I was like, why? I'm wasting my time. I need to focus on soccer, but my grades weren't good either. So I don't know what I was trying to focus on because I wasn't going to college, just being stupid. So I thought it was great when we would actually get to compete against. We played against England and we played against Jamaica. We had a bunch of different countries that came here. I never got the opportunity to go overseas, but having that exposure and playing those different countries like that was always great. And what's that?
You as a white American should go to your mother continent, Europe, at least once.
We're trying. So we talked to Maja about this next trip. We want to go. Right now we can get Liam probably going, but my wife and I wanted to go. I have Irish and German. She's Sicilian, so we're not even going to come close to getting over to Italy at all. But we do want to get over there. We definitely want to come over and visit because we're definitely interested in Old Town Estonia.
Okay.
So we want to Tallinn, Old Town Tallinn. I'm American. It's okay. But with that being said, I appreciate what you guys do. Thank you for housing these kids and taking care of them when they come over there. We appreciate that. Keep it real. Stay in touch. We know that that Tallinn's coming up, and I know we're going to be sending stuff over, but I'm going to get the out music going here because I know you're drinking right now. What are you drinking?
Some lemonade.
Lemonade? Yeah.
I'm working here.
Oh, you're all... That's an interesting lemonade can.
I actually put it basketball basket for boys up.
Nice.
The work needs to be done.
Yeah, so you got stuff you got to do. Your basketball boards you're putting up?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. We make fun of basketball over here all the time. But Kristjan Press, I thank you very much. Have a good rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll talk to you soon. And actually, I want to talk to you for just a second when I shut this all off here. But it's been another episode of Vision Quest Podcast, everybody. This is Kristjan Press of Team Englas. Enjoy. Thank you. All of our episodes are brought to you by Appleton Tattoo, located at 117 South Appleton Street in Appleton, Wisconsin, right off the main drag on College Avenue. You can't miss them. I've had some work done. I have a Celtic cross that covers my back that was done by Jason. We're not done yet. Jason Winans and crew, the artists that he have there, those guys are the best in the Fox Valley. They are definitely one to go to if it's something that you've just been kind of throwing around. They'll make you feel comfortable. It's a very clean environment, very nice crew, and very willing to get done whatever you need done when you need it done. You can message them on Facebook. I know they're on Facebook. You can give them a call at 920-604-8289 and get in touch with Jason Winans and crew at Appleton Tattoo, located again in Appleton, Wisconsin at 117 South Appleton Street, right in Appleton. Very flexible hours, great crew, clean environment again. I would not send you anywhere else except for these guys. Appleton Tattoo.